everyone. ভালে আছা তোমালোক আটায়ে লকডাউন এনজয় কৰি আছা চাগে গেম সেম খেলি আছা পঢ়া শুনা হৈছে না নাই হেতু ডাঙৰ কথা because you cannot deny your responsibility, you cannot get rid of your responsibility. পৰীক্ষা হ'বই, কলেজ এদিন খুলিবই, গতিকে হাজু হ'বই লাগিব। so অকমান পঢ়া শুনা কৰোঁ। যোৱাকালি the governor of Reserve Bank of India, S.K. Das, has announced some monetary policy. Perhaps you have heard, if you had gone through the news. It was related to interest rate, repo rate, bank rate. But I'm not discussing about those increase or decrease of bank rates, but I'm discussing a topic related to that bank rate policy. You have one topic in your course which is tools of monetary policy, and we will discuss those tools of monetary policy in this topic. Tools of monetary policy. Before that, what is monetary policy? Monetary policy এখন দেশত এটা central bank থাকে. In each and every country, they have their own central bank, and the bank develops or formulates some policies related to money that to be supplied in the economy. That is called monetary policy. The policy adopted by the central bank has some special purposes. Kisman purpose loi pelai, kisman objective loi pelai monetary policy lua hoy. Its basic objective is to maintain stability, economic stability in the economy. But we can divide those objectives in several categories. For example, to control the interest rate. Interest rate tumalke jana, it is related to borrowing and lending. And perhaps you know the Reserve Bank or the central bank, it lends money to other banks. It also borrows money from those commercial banks. So at the time of borrowing and lending, the term interest rate is used. আমি এনেও যেতিয়া ধন ধাৰলৈ লওঁ বা দিওঁ তেতিয়া আমি ইন্টাৰেষ্ট দিবলগীয়া হয়, সুদ দিবলগীয়া হয়। সেই কিমান হাৰত সুদ দিব, কিমান টকাৰ কিমান হাৰত সুদ দিব, সেই বস্তুটো ইয়াতো প্ৰযোজ্য হয়। So interest rate increase কৰা, decrease কৰা, হেতুকে controlling of interest rate বুলি কোৱা হয়। In an economy, this is done by the central bank. Central bank decides at what rate it will lend or borrow money or other securities from commercial banks. In the same way, it also decides or it also influences the rate of interest that is maintained by other commercial banks at the time of borrowing and lending. Again, there are some other objectives, for example, managing inflationary pressure. You know, economy khonot ki hoi thake, bostu bilakor dam uthanoma hoi thake. Etia lockdown period kisman bostur dam uthanoma hoise, jar dara goti society khon affected hoy. So in normal periods also, there are some inflationary pressure, that is the rising of price level, and that is necessary in some in certain situations. It is necessary, especially for a developing economy. So inflation amak ketiaba hohayo kore, inflation gotike amak dorkaru hoy, kintu the rate is important, at what rate inflation is expected. So heitu control kore, maintain kore or manage kore Reserve Bank, and at that time tools monetary policy is used by central bank. Then ensure price stability. price যদি stable হৈ নাথাকে তেতিয়াহলে অৰ্থনীতিখনত economic instability দেখা দিয়ে employment investment production all those areas are affected if price stability is not maintained by the Reserve Bank or by the central bank. So tools are used by the central bank to ensure the price stability in the economy. Then exchange rate stability. আমি জানো যে আমাৰ দেশৰ কাৰেন্সি বেলেগৰ লগত হলাবলৈ এটা এক্সচেঞ্জ ৰেটৰ দৰকাৰ হয় and that is fixed by the central bank. And to fix that rate or to maintain that rate, tools are used by central bank. Then meet the financial requirements in the economy. What will be the monetary supply? Monetary supply বুলি কওঁতে তোমালোকে জানা in liquid or in cash কিমান monetary supply থাকিব এখন দেশত what will be the monetary supply in deposit, bank deposit or in credit এই কথাবিলাক আমি ক্লাছত আলোচনা কৰিছো there are different kinds of money so the financial requirements may be different in different times so it is the duty or responsibility of the central bank to meet the financial requirements of the economy then finally to help the economy to attain growth it is the main objective of the economy or the government to attain economic growth and monetary policies are directly related with economic growth so bank is responsible central bank is responsible to maintain or to attain growth so these are the different objectives and to attain these objectives central bank uses different methods there are basically two methods everywhere in the world one is categorized as quantitative method other is qualitative or selective and there are several types or tools in both the categories in quantitative categories I have mentioned 4 there may be more bank rate open market operation variable cash reserve ratio statutory liquidity ratio it is written wrong it is ratio not ration then in selective credit control methods there are different kinds credit rationing direct action moral persuasion regulating marginal requirements on security loan publicity and regulation of consumer credits so if you can memorize this chart it will be easy for you to write answers in your examinations so we will discuss this in different slides one by one so quantitative method and selective method these are two different methods and there are some basic differences between these two now what are the differences we can differentiate like this quantitative is also known as general method and selective is known as qualitative method these are used to regulate the volume of total credit in the economy and the influence works as a whole in an economy but in case of selective credit control these are used to regulate the flow of credit to various uses and purposes it also targets specific or particular areas ইয়াৰ অৰ্থটো হল কি যে এটো জেনাৰেল মেথড হয় কোয়ান্টিটেটিভ টু আৰু ইয়াক যেতিয়া ইউজ কৰা হয় ইট এফেক্টস দ্য ইকোনমি ইন জেনাৰেল সকলোকে এফেক্ট কৰিব সকলো এৰিয়াত এফেক্ট কৰিব but in case of selective credit control the bank can choose the area where it will use these tools for example there are banks commercial banks in some are in private sector some are in public sector there are some domestic banks and there are some foreign banks there are some cooperative banks there are some development banks so if on the basis of the necessity